Good morning, cultists. Welcome back to another Unbalanced Breakfast with CthuLoops. Alright, so I don't exactly remember where we left off in our last episode. I believe I was a little, maybe stuck? I don't really want to say stuck, because I never get stuck. But I was a little slightly befuddled as to where I was supposed to go next. So I looked through my log here, and it actually says that Fane got some information from the blacksmith Nora, or whatever the fuck her name was, and she implied that someone named Niles based under the fort might be more helpful. So apparently, I guess we have to go under the fort itself to find Niles, and then maybe Fane can get his Face Ripper 5000 or whatever. And Ifan needs to seek out a trader named Zailscar in the hollow marshes outside of the fort. Okay. And the Red Prince, we need to find the Dreamer still. There's only a few lizards on this island, though. I think the only one that we haven't spoken to so far is the guy who was here, Stingtail. I don't quite know where he is now. Stingtail, where are you? That's Griff, Magisterborus, Nibora, Crocodile, and okay, so Stingtail's gone down there for whatever reason. Maybe that's his, like, dumping spot. Because we all have, like, a favorite dumping spot, right? I mean, usually for most people, it's like their home. They like to take dumps in their home. But then some people, I don't know why, some people just like taking a shit at work. And it's like, I guess they like the feeling of getting paid whilst, for taking a dump. You know, it makes a lot of sense, you know, if... I might be inclined to do that myself from time to time, but anyways. Let's go with a different formation. I don't know why I suddenly just started talking about formation stuff, but I think Ifan, let's put you in the back. Fabrosi and the Red Prince, since you guys are the tanks, we'll have you guys in the front. But before we talk to old Stingtail down south in his regular dumping spot, let's... Guys, this isn't a formation at all. What is this? It's like the worst fucking formation ever. Yeah, that looks a little better. But let's talk to Camp Boss Griff to see what his deal is. Kind of looks like a,
You forget my name here?
Johnny Depp mixed in with Liam Neeson, maybe? I don't know.
Griff is slowly, methodically peeling the skin from a potato. As you approach, he looks up, setting the potato, but not the sharp little knife, down on the table.
Okay, let me correct you first, okay? You're not supposed to be peeling the potato. No, you peel the knife with a potato, alright? First mistake.
What?
Look, it is Liam Neeson. Holy shit. Okay, let's ask if he's in charge around here.
Who's asking?
Say you come to him as a kinsman, seeking guidance. That sounds... a little dicey. But I guess, sure, let's try to be human. Say that you come to him as a kinsman seeking guidance. Of course, I'm wearing a bucket over my head, so for all he knows, I could be anything under there.
He smirks and holds the little knife up to the light, watching it glint.
I'm listening.
Say that you're interested in trade. Say if he knows his thugs are terrorizing the camp citizens. I'm fairly certain he not only knows, but he's condoned it. Say you're looking for a way out of this place. Say you've heard he's a good friend to have, and ask if there's anything you can do to help him with. Ask what he knows about the Magisters and their cure for sorcerinos. Let's try to befriend this guy. Maybe get some quests out of him. Hey buddy, got any quests for me? Say you've heard he's a good friend to have.
He points the tip of his blade at the grisly sight of the elf, hunched over, clutching his knees in the cage.
I solve my own problems.
Okay. I guess I'll just say that I'm interested in trade?
Sure, have a look.
Oh, so now he's a merchant too.
Stuff, huh?
Are you fucking serious? You're selling overpriced Drudene, which I believe is this world's marijuana. Invisibility potion, a pear. You're selling me a fucking pear and apple juice. What are you, some kind of innkeeper? And the potato that you just peeled with a knife. What is wrong with this guy? Good grief, what kind of low-level chump are you to be selling potatoes and shit? Alright, Let's ask what he knows about the Magisters and the cure for sorcerers.
Oh, they'll cure you of your sauce. Nightshade will cure you of an headache too.
Okay. Oh, I see. He's saying that they're killing you or whatever. Okay, fine. Say that you're looking for a way out of this place.
Can't help you there. If I could, I wouldn't be here peeling goddamn potatoes.
Okay. Let's just ask if he knows his thugs are terrorizing the camp citizens.
Thugs? Look at it this way. People get lawless here, and we all starve.
Great. That was very productive.
Dwarves did need
Maybe
so
we
much.
need to talk to the elf in the cage? The elf on the shelf? Elfie selfie.
The goods.
Where are you?
Like you
Is it
want.
this guy? Amiro. Amiro?
Leave him be. Don't make me say it again.
Okay.
Listen, I can help you if you just...
Shut up, elf.
Say this elf seems badly injured and ask why he's being held here. Sure.
This clown, you caught him stealing from my kitchen. Still won't say where he stashed my supplies. Sound like someone you'd let off with a slap on the wrist.
Ask how he's sure he has the culprit. Yeah, sure.
Caught him red-handed trying to make off with a second crate after he took the first. Went down like a rent boy when we grabbed him. Easy.
And ask what he's meant to have stolen.
Supplies. Crate of food, citrus in particular. He'll talk, or he'll die quiet.
Make a proposition, you'll find back the stolen supplies and Griff will free Amiro. Wonder if he'd really kill a man over a few pieces of fruit. Tell Griff he has no right to keep a man locked up in here in such bad conditions. I'm fairly certain Liam Neeson posing as Griff here isn't really concerned about the Geneva Conventions. So let's make a proposition. You'll find back the stolen supplies and free Amiro. Maybe Amiro's got some stuff for me.
Alls I want is my supplies. Happy to let this clown die in a gutter instead of my kitchen. Bring back my crate, and you got yourself a deal.
Why does he keep clearing his throat? Get a lozenge or something, or it's like sucking a potato. You're peeling a shit ton of those. Sure, I guess we might as well just ask if he'd really kill a man over a few pieces of fruit.
Ain't been here long, have ya? No one gets to have it all. No one starves anyone else.
Maybe that's why he needs a citrus, because of his fucking throat.
He twirls his knife between his fingers.
Divine's gone. This blade is the only god watching over Fort Joy.
Good for you, fake Liam Neeson. Good for you. Alright, an imprisoned elf. So Amiro, do you know where I can find your oranges?
Caked in mud and blood, looks up at you from the bottom of the cage. He holds his shoulder at a strange angle. Despite his condition, he appears eager for your attention.
Ugh.
You believe what he says? That I am a thief?
I don't see why not. You kind of look like it. You look like a skeevy bastard. Like, you've got skeevy bastard, like, basically tattooed on your forehead. Shake your head. You wouldn't put it past a man like that to lock up whomever he pleases. Shrug and say you have no reason not to. Ask if he has an alternate account for why he's locked up. Alright, let's ask if he's an alternate account for why he's locked up.
Perceptive. Like most men behind bars, I'm innocent. Like most of us here on the island, in fact. Aren't you like me, looking for a way out?
Ask him why he'd make that assumption. Shake your head, you're just having a look around. Nod, does he know a way? Tell him not to waste his breath. Doesn't look like he has many left to spare. Let's ask him why he'd make that assumption.
Some people settle in. They don't go poking around in Griff's kitchen. They find a quiet place, wait their turn. Not you.
Tell him he hasn't pegged you wrong. You're not looking to make waves. Tell him he's got a sharp eye. You're not keen on waiting around for magisters to cure you. Ask him how he ended up in the cage. Do we want to share too much with him? Sure, whatever. Let's just tell him he's got a sharp eye and all that stuff.
Smart. In this case, I think we help each other.
Okay, let's ask him how he ended up in that cage.
Griff tells you, does he not? I take his supplies, but I don't take what he thinks. I do not have his oranges. I do not even see them. I tell you what I know. But first, I want to make a trade.
Trade? You don't have a barter icon. Where's your barter button, Armiro? Let me press your barter button. Bastard. Alright, fine. Let's ask him what he has in mind.
I know a way out. I show you. And you help me out of here. I cannot die in this cage.
Alright, let's ask him how he can trust you. Or trust him to hold up his end of the bargain.
Trust is all we have here. I do not counterfeit. I have honor.
His language is a little weird. Alright, sure, agree. This arrangement sounds good for you both.
Finally. Progress. Griff releases me if he sees I do not have what he misses. You must find who steals them. After I am free, you are free.
Okay, ask if he has any idea who took the supplies Griff is after. Ask if he knows why Griff is so hell-bent on getting these particular supplies back. Question why he's doing snooping around, what he's doing snooping around Griff's kitchen anyway. Alright, let's ask all the questions. Let's ask if he knows why Griff is so hell-bent on getting his stupid-ass oranges.
Griff is a powerful man. Power is mysterious. In case you haven't noticed.
Hey, I'm powerful, okay? I came back from the dead after like 1,000 years. Let's question what he was doing snooping around Griff's kitchen anyway.
I intend no harm. I want only some provisions. A bit of bread, a potato or two. Nothing Griff should be loath to give. I need to escape, and I have people to consider.
Just steal the potatoes off his, like, a table over there. He's peeling a shit ton of them.
You understand.
Alright, let's ask if he has any idea who took the supplies Griff is after.
I see no one. In fact, I only hear the sound of Griff clearing his throat.
You too?
You know how he does. Like so. For some time, I think Griff takes his own supplies. But I see the anger in him that he does not find it. He truly does not find what he seeks.
Say you understand and take your leave.
Thank you. And hurry. Please.
Actually, I don't understand. Are you trying to imply that he is just scapegoating you because you're an elf? Is that what you're trying to say? Mary hinted that whoever took Griff's supplies might share a certain physical tick of Griff's, repeatedly clearing his throat. Do we know anyone who clears his throat a lot? Griff?
Griff glances from his blade to you and back again.
Let's discuss your deal.
You already know the terms.
Okay, bye. Do we know anyone who clears their throat a lot?
You forget my name,
Hildy?
Still on your feet, eh? Glad to hear it. Feel free to take a gander at the stock, if you're so inclined.
Like what stock? Your body? Is that what you're implying? Okay. Let's say that you're looking for Griff's missing supplies and ask if she's heard anything.
Fella in that cage is the thief. Stashed the oranges somewhere before he was caught. If you believe that.
Express surprise. Does she think Griff is mistaken?
I see plenty of liars in my line of work. Snakes, weasels, worms. That fella's square as a pavestone. If he's the thief, I'll eat my boots.
Ask if she has any idea who the real culprit might be.
Sure do. Ask me. It'd have to be one of those sad sacks that's always hanging around Griff looking for favours.
She darts her tongue out of her mouth like a snake.
Some folks, and some reptiles, would do anything to get his attention.
Reptiles?
I see plenty of liars in my line of work. Snakes, weasels, worms.
Wait, why are you repeating this to me?
If he's the thief, I'll eat my boots.
What the fuck? Okay, let's ask how she can be so sure.
It's all in the eyes. Joy lives in the eyes, sometimes way in the back, but it's there all the same. Liars ain't a joyful bunch.
Alright, fine. That was very useless.
Look at my stock before you go. I was serious about what I said. Everything in my pack's been got by special means.
Okay, bye. What about you, Nusi?
Scared, are ya? Go on, Danny Hatch.
Oh, right, she's the Fight Club coordinator. Alright, fine. Needle? Maybe? Or even butter? does butter... What she specified, she emphasized lizard for some reason there, though. It's a little strange. Maybe we need to talk to some kind of, like, a lizard
The
dude.
kitchen. Don't try anything funny around, Griff. I'm watching you.
Oh, let's ask her if she likes what you see. Oh, do you like what you see with that bucket on my head?
Ha! Cheeky. What's your name?
Break into a cold sweat upon realizing that line has actually worked and stammer something unintelligible. Let's be flirtatious. Let's say that she can call me whatever she wants.
All right, Slick. Haven't seen you around here before. When did you get in?
That went nowhere. I thought we were about to head over to your I'm hesitant to say bedchamber. Bedroll? Say that you've been here long enough to know she's the most beautiful woman in the camp.
All right, easy now. You seem sweet, but I'm more curious about you than a bunch of cheesy lines.
Look surprised and tell her this is just how you talk. I'm becoming like a like an embodiment of the neckbeard. Good grief. Sure, let's just look surprised. Let's just play this through.
She sighs deeply.
Another one of those. Anyway, I was serious before. I work for Griff, so don't try anything funny if you're heading inside.
Alright, fine. I apologize.
Move along.
That went nowhere.
Got this.
That's what I thought.
Keep it down.
Well, neckbeardy things don't tend to go very well. Anyways, so what are we supposed to do? Physical tick, clearing of throats. Do we know anyone that clears their throat a lot? What's this cavern? Should we talk to Stingtail? Stingtail? Are you here? I don't see him. Or, oh, that's him. Okay, there we go. Oh, look at him. He's all curled up like a little baby. Stingtail? What's your deal? Oh, we can steal his minor healing potion. Have we talked to everyone, by the way? I just kind of realized that maybe we should be talking to our, companions here and finding out if they know anything. Red
Quite
Prince?
right. Do seek my counsel. I highly recommend it.
Let's ask how many assassins he's had sent. Did I already do this? I feel like I talked to them before. Alright, yeah, let's ask him how many assassins he's had sent after him.
Dozens, I should imagine. But if we're talking about the ones that came after my exile, this would be number 5. Let them come, I say. Keeps one sharp.
Alright, well, let's ask him what got him here. How is it possible for a royal to end up in Fort Joy?
There was a small incident which prompted my many rivals to move against me. Technically, they had the letter of the law on their side. Such a nuisance, the law. Quite necessary to keep the common in line, of course, but one such as myself, it should exempt as a matter of course.
Oh, let me guess. You were playing Crusader Kings 2, and there was a succession, and then all your vassals decided that they don't like you because you're not the old guy who's dead, and they decided to rebel against you and blackmail you and try to increase council power. Things spiraled. You killed some people. You exiled you banished the wrong person. You had sex with your own sister, and now you're here. Got it. Been there, done that. Agree. Too many laws keep people under the thumb of authority, or disagree. No one should be exempt from the law. Yeah, I don't think Fabrosi's ever gonna agree with a law. Sure, so let's agree. Too many laws keep people under the thumb of authority.
What I meant was that, being authority, I shouldn't be under any thumb. I had thought that was perfectly obvious. Sadly, that enlightened point of view quite clearly turned out to be academic. If not, we wouldn't be having this very conversation.
Let's ask him what the incident was that made him run afoul of the law in the first place.
I hardly know you as yet. Let's leave some mystery in the relationship, shall we? We can exchange criminal records later.
Oh. Yeah, I don't think you want to do that. My criminal records are... It's going to take another 1,000 years, and by that time you'll also be undead, so maybe not. Fane, what about you?
Enough that you travel with me? Must you speak?
Come on. One undead to another.
Go on then, bark away.
Let's
see if we can find any method in it.
Let's ask him why he's so ignorant about the world. That's not gonna offend him, is he?
Ignorant.
Is it?
I dare say I have a better knowledge of this world than any creature living in it. Oh, I may be missing some social mores or be unaware of what king waged which war, but why nitpick?
Observe that he doesn't seem to be a fan of history. Or you agree you always did find history a little tedious? Yeah, I think Fabrosi's always found history to be a little tedious.
Waiting for a letter is tedious. What I have gone through is torture. Your history is an interminably dull list of mortals that were born, achieved nothing of worth, and then died.
I achieved a lot, okay? Fabrosi's achieved many great things.
Certainly one may have expanded his kingdom, or another invented some way of pickling fish. But what does it matter? Where will your kingdoms be in 100 years? In 1,000? They will all be dust, along with each and every one of your great heroes.
Well then, let's ask him what is worth knowing then.
Your people and nations come and go. Mayflies screaming their importance at a universe that cannot listen. But the universe is always there. The laws that govern your states change over centuries. But the laws of the world...
Ah, you mean like the laws of physics.
Even when my people walked this land, a dropped apple still fell to the ground.
Just as I mentioned physics.
I have yet to see the mortal king that can decree all apples must fall up from their trees, or order fire to produce cold instead of heat.
Actually, you can do that in Don't Starve. I don't know if you've tried that before.
No, these laws stretch to infinity. Understanding them lets you understand the world.
Alright, fair enough.
That is knowledge worth having. Everything else is arguing over who has built the prettiest sandcastle as the waves creep closer.
Okay, fine. Thanks, Fane. What about you, Ifan? Oh, right, Ifan. In between episodes, I noticed that he had a crumpled note. A crumpled note that is greasy and sweat-stained from close proximity to a fearful magister named Boris. That is disgusting. Just outside Fort Joy, Ada waits for the Silver Claw. Tell Ben Mez to seek a treat. Oh, wait, I already read this? Okay, what about the Lone Wolf contract? Oh, right, we've already read this. Fine, I guess it's not that useful then. Fade's Notebook? No. Hubert's Encyclopedia Volume 4, Lucian and the Black Ring. No, doesn't sound interesting at all. Fine, Ifan, talk to me, baby.
As soon as I saw that glint in your eye, I knew we'd make a solid team.
Escaping is thirsty work. Offer Ifan a drink from your pack, sure.
Seeming surprised, Ifan gladly takes the drink from your hands and downs a hefty glug.
He's already drunk, wow.
Ah, that hit the spot.
Come on, man.
He holds the flagon out to you.
Accept and take a glug.
The alcohol hits you like the void itself. Your head spins and your feet feel unsteady. Suddenly, being stuck in a prison ruled by the despotic order doesn't strike you as the worst way to spend time.
This reminds me of sharing Rotgut with Roost and the boys back at camp. Wish they weren't so far.
Okay there, buddy.
So tell me, if we weren't stuck here, what would you be doing with your time?
Shrug, you'd like an adventure. Tell him nothing would make you happier than farming a small plot of land. That doesn't sound like Fabrosi. Say that you'd quite fancy plying trade in the bustling city. Tell him you've always wanted a family. Can we start a family with Ifan? Can we impregnate him? Tell him you'd be marching to war. Tell him you'd have your hands in someone else's purse. I think adventure is probably Fabrosi's bag, so let's just go with that.
And what better adventure could there be than the one we're on, eh? Relic of Flame. That brew went straight to my bladder. If you'll excuse me.
Do not pee all over me. I'm not into that anymore. Is that it? Okay, fine. I guess that's about all the conversation we could have. Okay, Stingtail, what's your business? And why is your Zeds going through the tent? What's happening here? Is your tent sleeping? Maybe he's not actually sleeping. Maybe it's his tent that's sleeping.
Just as you're about to address the lizard, the Red Prince bars you with an outstretched arm.
This man is a dreamer.
Ah.
As you know, I need a word with him. You may wait here while I speak.
Alright, cool. Very well, tell him he has your permission.
Permission indeed.
Come on, man. Let me have this.
He bids the dreamer stand up and pay attention, which he does in a groveling and awkward manner. The dreamer then chews and swallows a handful of Drudene leaves before slipping into a trance-like state.
You mean like how he's sleeping right now?
He falls asleep.
Like right now?
To your surprise, the Red Prince lies down and follows suit. After about half an hour, they wake up and begin to discuss what they saw in their dreams. The Red Prince pinches the bridge of his nose in apparent irritation before turning his back on the jabbering dreamer.
Tell him you couldn't overhear or help but overhear some of the nuggets of wisdom they just received. Say you didn't know lizards put so much stock in their afternoon nap. Let's just say, is that offensive? Is that gonna piss him off? Let's just tell him I couldn't help but overhear some of the nuggets of wisdom I just received.
You receive a withering glance in response.
A deserved bit of sarcasm, I suppose. But though this sting-tailed fellow may be a less than stellar specimen in the firmament of dreamers, the dreams themselves prove to be quite elucidating. Turns out I'm being hunted by an enemy I didn't know actually existed. The myth-shrouded House of Shadows. The dreamers, though, they're on my side. And they've visions of me on the throne.
Tell him you've little faith in visions. Or wonder if his throne is worth the assassins that seem to come with it. Yeah, sure.
Of course it is. I was born with the promise of an empire, and that promise will be kept. But to keep it, I must find a second dreamer. A greater one. A more experienced traveler of the dream world.
Okay.
Bahara is her name, and she resides in the swamplands east of the fort. So, let us make our escape and venture there post-haste.
Oh yeah, sure, let's just casually plan an escape and casually get out of here.
Dreamers too, if I chewed that much Druidine.
Okay, whatever you say, Fabrosi.
Oh, do hold
Was
your
he
prickly
up
tongue.
now? What is he doing? What the hell? Is it the drugs? You drug-addled fool? Hey, Stinktail, I need to talk to you. Something about, like, some... The lady talking to me about the lizard just kind of, like... I don't know, got me thinking. Maybe something to do with Stinktail?
Huh? What? But I was... It was... Please, tell me. Tell me. Why did you wake me? I was so close. So close.
Okay. I'm sorry I disturbed you from that kind of dream. Breathe deeply and comment that you seem to smell oranges about him. Asking what he means, so close to what?
So close to the dream. It's been so long. You wouldn't understand. Please. Please leave me be.
Ask if he intends to sleep away his entire stay here.
You don't call us dreamers for nothing, I'm afraid. My purpose is to dream, and for that I need to sleep. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Let's accuse him of having stolen Griff's oranges.
Oranges? Is that what he told you he's missing? Well, I suppose it's technically true.
Mm-hmm.
Though I'd guess Mr. Griff is more upset about the Druidine than the citrus.
Aha. Ask what he means. What Druidine?
The Druidine Griff cleverly smuggles into the prison, of course. Stuffed inside the oranges. You don't think he'd really be so mad over a little missing fruit?
Right.
No, it's not the oranges, but the dreams he's after. Same as I, though. I have the right, the responsibility.
Ask him to explain Druidine and dreams. What's the connection?
Druidine, it makes you master of all you see when you sleep. The dreamer is not the play actor, but the playwright. It may be hard for you to understand, but my kind, we dream for the greater good. What we see can predict the truth, can even shape the truth. But we need Druidine to do it.
So you're basically a junkie.
Before I was caught, before I was brought here, I saw a vision. The void woken, slain, divinity restored. But just as I was about to see how it happened, the Magisters beat down my door. This is my last chance to find out the secret, to find out how to save us all. So you see, I cannot give back the Druidine, not only for myself, but for all of us. My dreams are my gift. They may be our salvation too.
I don't think I'm good at any of these. Intelligence, memory, finesse. Say you're more interested in the real world than dreams. You need that Druidine to save a life, and you'll take it by any means necessary. Say his intentions may be good, but stealing has consequences in a place like this. He needs to hand over what he's taken. Say Griff's out for blood, but you'll protect the lizard's identity if he hands the Druidine over to you. Sure, let's go with... I think finesse is probably the least terrible stat for Fabrosi, maybe. But let's go for it. Whoa! We actually succeeded. What? No, I got an achievement for it. What?
Blood. And it won't be long before he'll have it. With all his thugs lurking about. They'd stick me in my sleep if they knew. Fine, fine, take the Drudene. I'll find more. Another way. Somehow. I have to. For all our sakes.
He's definitely a junkie. Alright, thanks, Stingtail. Good grief. Alright, well, let's end the episode off here for now. And continue this tomorrow, where we will return... Ah, that's the marked crate. Right. Ah, and it's right next... Is that how we're supposed to find out that it's Stingtail? I guess I just kind of got lucky. Well, I got kind of clued in by that lady talking about the, emphasizing that it could be a lizard. And since he's kind of the only noteworthy lizard around here besides the Red Prince, who is in my, team, I thought, I don't know. Whatever. Doesn't really matter. Alright, well, let's leave it off here and continue this tomorrow. So for now, thanks for watching and have a good breakfast.